Yo, today I want to talk about the fact that supplements are a scam. Many people swear by them. They tell you, yo, you have this problem, take this, and that, and everything will be fixed. Or you have to take this, you have to take this. Bro, you're a man and you're not taking creatine? What are you doing? And I'm making this video to tell you that no, they don't do shit. None of these supplements are all that life-changing at all. None of them. I can tell you, I've tried every single supplement you could think of, and nothing happened. You know, oh my god, but the fish oil has so much vitamin D. Nothing happened. You know, maybe on the lab, I don't care about the lab. I care about how I feel. Nothing in my life changed after taking these supplements. And a lot of them are actually counterproductive, actually. Like fish oil, at least you should never take fish oil. Never ever take fish oil. You know, this is what it comes down to. It comes down to, well, just eat fish. Eat fish, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to buy random ass supplements. I know it's not what maybe like vegans want you to do, but those supplements are so much worse than actual food. Fish oil is literally toxic. For the most part, it's rancid. Like it's oxidated, right? Like it's like a seed oil. You know, should never take fish oil. But whatever, ashwagandha, magnesium, creatine, boron, bee pollen, you know, all of those things. You know what I realized? You know, since, I don't know, getting into more Jack Cruise's work and all that, he's kind of right about a lot of things. Now, is he a good guy? No, but like, I don't like him as a guy. But he does have some truths to what he says. And one thing he says a lot is that there are a bunch of like food gurus that think that the key to health, the key to a good life, a good happy life, is to have the most perfect diet. I know it doesn't even make sense to say the most perfect, but that's literally what they do, because these people would micromanage every single little thing in their diet, and you know, like, you waste a bunch of time. Brian Johnson takes 100 pills and he doesn't even look, you know, that much younger. And I doubt he will even live that long. But if he does, now this could be another topic of in itself. But do you wanna live more, or do you wanna die less? That's something to think about, no? Because I don't know, that guy is like, bro, what's the point of like wasting so much time to save time? To me, it doesn't make sense. It's like, I'm putting so much effort into living more. Huh? That doesn't make sense. You're not living in the actual moment, researching for all these supplements, trying all these, you know what I'm saying? And sure, this is not a video about telling you to not try supplements. Try them, you know? But for the most part, they're not magical. And what I realized is that for the most part, not even the diet is magical. Not even. Doesn't matter that much. You know what matters the most? You know what really moves the needle in your life? Is your internal state. It's what do you think about on a daily basis? What's the first thing that you think about when the alarm goes off? Are you like, oh my god, another fucking day, fuck, I gotta go to work, you barely get out of the bed? Well, if you're like that, eating grass-fed steak instead of supermarket steak won't do anything. Eating raw meat won't do anything. Eating no diet changes, no vitamin D supplement, none of that will help. All those supplements are made so you think you need them. There are so many things people think they need, because they might get a blood test and be like, oh, I'm deficient in this and that. Now, if you're deficient in something, do you need to change something about it? Well, if you have an intuitive diet, I would say no. I would say the lab results don't matter if you have an intuitive diet. Yes, if you're a vegan, supplements maybe are worth it, but you shouldn't be a vegan in the first place because it's not natural, right? It's not intuitive, and I doubt the quality is all that good in those vegan supplements. You know what I mean? Your lab results are not gonna be perfect. Anyway, you're never gonna have perfect lab results. Something is always gonna be way too high or way too low, right? But eating intuitively, you know, seasonally, locally, and just intuitive stuff. You know, do you feel like you need to eat some meat? Eat some meat. Do you want some fish? Eat some fish. You know, carbs, potatoes, and fruits. You know what I mean? Even rice is fine. You know, milk if you tolerate it, dairy, whatever. You know, it's not that complicated. Now, if you do dairy, I would say get like raw dairy. You know, the taste of it and everything is like kind of night and day. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really kind of felt a bit better with raw milk, but it didn't change that much, right? And way less for supplements. Bro, you know how much boron I took? They were like, oh, boron increases testosterone. Bro, I felt nothing. Even if it does increase testosterone, do you want numbers on the screen or do you want the actual benefits? You know what I mean? Because someone with low T that feels good about themselves and about their life is gonna be way better off someone with high T that feels worse, you know? Just because something is like this doesn't mean, oh, this is why I don't have motivation. This is why, you know what I'm saying? This is the reason for all my problems, right? No, that doesn't matter. The reason why you have problems is because your internal state is bad. And no amount of diet, and for sure not any amount of supplements will fix that. Most supplements are sold to you by pharmacies to make money. Supplements are a business. You know, foods are a business too. But, you know, less so if you know, because you can buy from whoever. You know, people don't really make money if they tell you to eat avocados, right? But they do make money if they're like, oh, buy this magnesium supplement. You know what I mean? Even if they don't have an affiliate link, whatever. The whole thing is just think about, do you really need it? Like, I'm so skeptical about supplements. So skeptical. You know? Because most of them are bullshit. Don't get me started on like super processed ones. Every supplement is processed, first of all. Don't get me started on like insanely processed ones, you know, that are like, I don't know, have 30 micronutrients in one. I wanna expose this guy. So, well, I don't know his name, I forgot. It's like, okay, I'll describe him. He's like a looksmaxxer. He's like tall, blonde, and he makes videos like going to Thailand and you know, people look at him. But I mean, is it really that he looks so good or that he's in Thailand? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he looks good for sure, but he wouldn't get that kind of stairs in California, that's for sure. But anyways, he has like a supplement, a pill that's like a height pill. It has a bunch of different things in it. Yeah, stay away from these kinds of supplements specifically. They look good on paper. They're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get taller from this? No, you're not. You're not. First of all, they're overpriced. And when they have a bunch of things, you could get too much of something, because supplements should, like, if you're really gonna take one, take them like, okay, one thing, one ingredient, not 20 different things, because you don't even know if you are deficient in some of them, because that's what supplements are. They fix deficiencies. They're not supposed to make you, you know. But like I said, I even doubt that they fix deficiencies that well. I mean, they do on paper, but here's the thing. Look at vitamin D. A lot of people take vitamin D, and then their vitamin D on the paper goes up. But the benefits from the sun, they didn't get. I have way less vitamin D than these people, but I get the benefits from the sun, the peacefulness, the calmness, the, you know, ability to sleep. Well, and that's a contradiction. I don't sleep that well, you know, I made a video about that. But the sun is so much more than just vitamin D. And you also can feel that you're getting the vitamin D. I don't know, it's just something that you either know or you don't feel. You know? A pill can do that. Maybe take the pill if you don't have access to the sun, which first of all is impossible. Every single human watching this video has the sun. Well, maybe someone was watching this in like 2000 years and they're on the moon, and well, the moon has the sun too, what am I saying? But yeah, if you really don't have the sun, like it's like the dead of winter, you know, but you can stay in the sun there too, but I understand that it's not super pleasant. You can maybe take vitamin D then, maybe. But in the summer, or like when you have sun, bro, that's so stupid. It is so stupid that just because you're lazy to go out in the sun, it's literally not even that hard. You just go out every time you eat. If you have access to it, if you don't where you live, you know, go for a walk. I don't know. That's way more important than like most things, really. Like cancel your gym membership and just run in the park. You know, that's way better for you than, you know, if you can get the sun. Obviously, if you can get the sun, do both. But yeah, supplements in general are just, they make you think that you're doing something. They make you think that you're productive. Oh, look, I researched so much about this supplement. Now I will take it and I will be better. A lot of that is placebo. They don't actually do anything. And the goal should be to have a good diet so that you don't have supplements, and do the right things, have the right habits, to never have to take a supplement. The goal is not to pound 50 supplements in a day like Brian Johnson. You know, maybe have like 3, right? 3 supplements, maybe. But you're doing something wrong if you have a bunch of pills sitting around every month you gotta buy. Plus they're expensive, no? Supplements are kind of expensive. At least if you want to buy them good quality, which, you know, at least buy them good quality, like they're processed, but, you know, at least they're less processed. Like, look at your supplements. Do they really do something? Do I really get something that I take some magnesium before bed? A lot of people swear by it, but a lot of people are dumb. They're really just stupid and don't even know that it's just placebo effect. And the placebo effect is still an effect, I agree, but still the supplement did not do the thing then. So supplements could maybe be a tool to use when you really, you know, need to use it. Like you have like low zinc, for example. Now, if you have low zinc, what do you need to do? Yes, exactly. Eat more meat, more ground beef, more, you know what I'm saying? It's simple. But if it's super low, maybe take 2 pills. I don't know. Take a couple of pills for like a week, 2 weeks, but don't have something and then change your diet while you're at it as well. So that you kind of speed run getting to like baseline. But relying on them, like, you shouldn't take a supplement for like more than a couple of months, Unless it's just something that is super hard to get in your diet. But a lot of those supplements that are super hard to get in your diet don't do much. Like boron. People say, oh, boron is so hard to get. It's only in raisins and dates and dried fruits. But boron is not a required supplement. It's not a required thing. You don't require boron. It's not a required micronutrient, right? You cannot be deficient in boron. And it just doesn't do much, to be honest. I don't know, take it if you want to, but I don't know, to me I didn't see any sort of difference. Same with creatine. Creatine maybe can make a difference if you don't eat enough meat. So then what's the problem? You don't have a good diet, not the fact that the supplement is good, right? I don't know, it has been too normalized to take supplements, and I don't like that. It's normalized to eat bullshit too, but supplements are not that different from, you don't really know what's going on in there. Like, I don't know, think about it, you're eating a pill, like that's not super normal, right? And even non-pill things like random oils and stuff, as I said. Really look into oils, especially oils. Like, I wouldn't personally eat basically any kind of oil. Olive oil is not that bad, but still. I'd say be really skeptical about supplements, but you can try them out. I'm not against trying them out. It's fine. Oh, also, be careful though, even when trying them out. Like, make sure you really know what's going on. Because people will sell you supplements. It's so easy to get supplements, it's crazy. And some, I think, should be damn near illegal, if I'm being honest. Like melatonin, that supplement should be illegal, in my opinion. Like, without a prescription. Because you know what that does? That inhibits your natural production of melatonin. So you're gonna be stuck. If you use it too much, you're gonna be stuck with it forever. And people like to use supplements forever because they're like, oh, I don't want to go back to this. I'm gonna get my symptoms again. But you're gonna get your symptoms again. Yeah, if you did the same shit, you should have took the supplement, okay, got them back to baseline and be like, okay, why did I even leave the baseline? You know what I'm saying? Because you were not born that way. When you were a baby, you didn't take any supplements. Why are you taking them now? What happened? What were the bad habits that you had? Right? And melatonin, inhibits your natural production of melatonin. So you're going to be stuck using it forever if you use it too much. So it's super dangerous. Super dangerous. But even things like creatine, like, I don't know, supplements are still a gray area to me. They still are not researched enough, in my opinion. Even like, oh, creatine is so researched. Bro, even creatine has side effects. Every supplement has side effects, So really, I'm usually the type to be like, have an open mind and, go into one thing with an open mind and then make your opinion. I would say if someone is recommending a supplement, be like 80% against it. You have to be convinced to get it. You shouldn't be in the middle with it, right? Even 90% should be really against it, and people should really give you extremely good arguments for why you should take it. Okay? So, fuck supplements and have a normal diet and have normal habits. and you won't need them.